What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen island. I just played in a tournament, a frame box tournament at my locals. I ended up taking it all. Ended up splitting the prize with the homie Aaron, shout out to him. And the deck did really well. I'm actually playing a different version. It's an updated version of the board breaker build that I have already posted. I was playing the Aloof Lupine build after some testing and a lot of matches. It just came up short. The end boards weren't as great as I wanted them to be, but I went back to the board breaker build and I actually changed my deck list for the YCS, and without any more testing throughout the week, because I had a lot going on, recently just had a baby. So that tournament I just did was solidifying the list. It gave me all the evidence I needed to continue with this. But yeah, it did really well. I ended up playing against Maliss, Blue Eyes, Fire King, and Bryziel Fiendsmith, and did really well. Didn't have any issues with anything other than dead drawing, or the only games I ever lost were when the opponent dropped Lancia multiple times. But I played around Chaos Hunter, but Lancia is just one of those things. If I don't draw the cross out, if you don't draw the call by, unfortunately, if you don't have the gas, you can't continue on. But the deck did really well, so let's just run through it really quick. We're going with the triple White Rabbit, triple Dormouse, double Chessie, triple Underground, Gold Sark, and one of each trap. And then this is where the deck literally is able to push through and, is the nut engine. So we're going triple Shifter, triple Fulos, triple Ash, Magnamut, double Druis, Baldrake. And then if you watch the board breaker build, I'm really big on Super Poly. This actually came in clutch in a lot of my matches. Even in the mirror match, I was able to Super Poly stuff away. Against Blue Eyes, I was able to Super Poly things away, Tyrant Dragons, or whenever they summon back Maiden, and then off the Blue Eyes special summon, just get rid of both of it and make Mud Dragon. And when Mud Dragon hits the field, you can just call Dark, and it pretty much protects everything. So it's pretty cool. Went to double Meltronus, one triple attack, triple Impulse, triple Imperm. So really teched out. The reason why I went back to the board breaker build of the deck is I feel just the deck doing it by itself, it hard loses to back row destruction, or it loses to a certain amount of hand traps or a combination of hand traps. And if I end up getting stopped by anything, I want to be able to set Super Poly or have Dominus Impulse in my hand to actually, go into the next turn. So it worked for me. Ended up winning the tournament, so I liked it a lot. And this is the list I'll be using for Houston. Extra deck is going to be Mud Dragon, Garura, as super poly targets, and rare cases it could be used for Metaltronus targets as well. Griffin, access code, Abow, Firewall Dragon, one of each Maliss, Haggard Lizardos, SP Little Knight, Splash Mage, Link Decoder, and then Typhon, and the Bryziel Detonator for the Metaltronus. And then for the side deck is where it kind of changed the most. We're going with one Book of Eclipse, double Lightning Storm, Called By, triple Crossout, double Perulia, triple Lancia, and triple Solemn Judgment. Now this is where I changed the most, either even on the board breaker build and the previous build. I had to put Solemn Judgments in because during my testing, going second, if my opponent just Harpy's Feather Dustered me, or they did Lightning Storm and just blew out all my back row, I really didn't have anything else to follow up on, And then Odeon is a thing, so I don't know. I just felt this was the better option. I was between this and Strikes, and I feel this literally just covers everything. And then I ended up doing the double Perulias because again, against Odeon, like if they're just playing pure Odeon or Odeon variants, this will net you at least 2 draws minimum. And then you just need to draw as much non-engine as possible from the non-engine that we play in here. And then of course, like the Lancias for the Maliss. And then literally this is just to hit Lancia. And then the cool thing, if you don't know, with Lightning Storm is, if you read it, it says destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. But the second effect is destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. So if you are playing against Odeon and they have a bunch of trap monsters in their main monster zone, this will still destroy them because it says destroy all spell and traps on your opponent. Destroy all spell and traps your opponent controls. It doesn't say destroy all spell and traps in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. So fun fact, that's a cool little tidbit right there. I went with the 1 Book of Eclipse. I was between this and Ultimate Slayer, but I feel like the 1 Book of Eclipse is just something that I can side in going second against like Ryziel or anything like that, or siding in and going first. And then the cool thing is it can also be a cross out target because pure Ryziel is kind of playing this. So this was like the little flex spot that I liked. It didn't really come up during the tournament, but I just like to have that option, you know? But yeah, that was the deck. It did really well. I went to only game 3 twice, and everything else was pretty much, you know, kind of a blowout. But yeah, like I'm really happy with how this played. And literally, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to play this, you know? Because even against like the mirror match, like if you drop Shifter, they can't make complete board on you. Most people just end on Cryptor, and then you'd be able to, you know, out the Cryptor with all of your non-engine. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Hope to see some of y'all at the YCS, and don't forget about our giveaway at 1,000 subs. I think we're almost at 820 right now. So once we hit 1,000, again, that's when I'll be giving away the Euro box of Alliance Insight. So once we do that, I'll make like a giveaway video or go live and just choose someone at random, and I will ship you the box for free. So at 1,000 subs, giveaway. And yeah, man, YCS Houston, I'll be at pre-reg on Friday, and then I'll be there playing on Saturday. So hopefully we make it to day 2. But yeah, I gave all the goo. So if I make it there, that'd be pretty sick. Or if I play against one of y'all, that would be even better. That'd be kind of cool. If I lose because one of y'all know the tactics. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Later. Peace.